So welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
Even that slow group. That'd be great.
My name's Victoria.
My name's Mr. 2020. Welcome to today's episode of Feel It Real Fun. Your questions answered live.
Episode number 839.
All right, Anya.
Cool.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Anya.
So, we're going to dive into your questions after we do the homework.
Go to freenevel.com.
That's right.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, because it's a lot of fun, guys.
How do you keep return to the state when facts slap you in the face?
Oh my God, I love visceral language. The facts slap me in the face. You see, the facts are nothing more than an echo to me. Right? By the way, it doesn't mean they're not real. I love when people say, well, see, Neville says it's all equally a dream. Right? And so when people go, facts aren't real, well, why do you want the facts to change then?
Yeah.
Right? So we got to establish a couple things. The physical world always follows. Jordan, welcome to the show. So the physical world always follows.
Yeah.
The physical world always follows. What you imagine leads. See, consciousness is the only reality. Inside of consciousness, there are two things. Right, Victoria?
Two things.
There's what leads and what follows. Right? What leads is your imaginal act. What follows... Hey, Ruth, we're answering your question.
We are,
live
Ruth,
right
yes.
now. It was what follows. So the echo can't slap you. The echo is just the result of previous imaginings, what you previously have accepted as true.
Yeah.
And so it's like, wow, man, I made $10 today. That slaps me in the face because I'm imagining making $100. All right, cool. But before you imagined making $10 a day or eking by or something like that, or money was hard. But now you're imagining something else. So when in reality, echoes. What happened, what you imagined in the past, cool, it doesn't smack you.
No.
Right? So,
I really like your analogy, how you always say to people that what you can see is like limited. You can only see this far.
Yeah.
What you hear, the same concept.
Absolutely.
Yeah? You don't know
my eyes
what's
are this
happening.
far apart. They can only see maybe to the top of the hill. They can't even see where Laurel stayed when she was here.
No.
Right? But I know where it is. Right? And she managed to stay there. Cool. Right? Hearing, I can hear almost nothing. Right? We've got a very narrow band of hearing that humans are capable of, especially if you're underwater. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing with my mother?
Yeah.
So, we'll get back to that in a while.
Okay.
So, how was that? So it's only that you imagine it slapping you that gives you that reaction. It's like, yeah, look at that echo. Cool, man. Right?
And it's looking for signs. So all you're doing is looking for secondary cause. You're the cause.
Yep.
Just keep remembering that, Ruth.
See, if I'm imagining making love with Victoria, and I'm looking for signs right now, right? It's slapping me in the face, right? Slapping me in the face. On the other hand, if you watch Californication, that could mean something different, right? But I won't look for signs until after, right? After, that's when I look for signs.
Maybe we'll move on to the next question.
All right. That one goes out to Jesse, but not yet.
Okay. The next question's from Martina?
Martina, welcome to the show.
Cool. I have 3 or 4 different big desires, and I don't know where to start. All of them are important to me, but when I keep my focus on one desire, it seems that I have no time to focus on the other ones, so that I feel sometimes stressed. How can I resolve this issue? Curious to learn more.
Cool. Martina, you've got to get the 7 little videos at easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yeah.
Got to get them, right? Because you'll discover something the more you play. The more you play, you realize that you're bigger than all your desires combined, because you are. You're the one that has all those desires, right? So if you were like a car and your car was full of donuts, well, if your car was a police car and your car was full of donuts, right? You're the car, right? All the donuts you've put them there, or bad guys, or drunks, or whoever else you arrest, right? So it's all inside of you. So all the desires are smaller than you. So if you feel smaller than your desire, you're not discovering how big you are. Okay, so remember that. Number 2, if you focus on a desire, I'm focusing on going to the pool. If I focus on going to the pool enough, I'll forget I'm doing the show.
Yeah.
If I focus on Victoria, like make out later on.
You'll forget both.
Right? I'll forget both, right?
Yeah.
I'll be hopeful, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on means you're hoping and doubting. Focusing from Here's what I mean. If you focus on doubling my income, that tends to be the look that I see when I Skype with people or talk to them in person.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on doubling my income, right? They're looking far out there someplace, seeing fuzzy movies that they don't see. Versus, here's what I want you to experience. Here's a real simple example I keep going back to. If you doubled your income and worked half the time, how would buying peanut butter be different? Right? And Beth typed in a lot of words. If you could retype that in a small comment later, or 2 small comments later, because if we hit see more, we don't see nothing.
Yeah.
So, hold on to it for a little bit,
hold
Beth.
on. Just yell out when we
save
want
it, and we'll
another
tell you when to
question.
type.
Yeah.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah.
How would you buy? In other words, if you doubled your income and worked half the time?
How would you experience buying peanut butter differently?
How would whatever you do in your normal day today?
Yep.
How would it be different?
See, most people go, well, if I doubled my income and worked half the time, I'd travel more. And they go back into that 1,000-yard stare. Versus, how would your day be different? We're exploring this in Dream-Driven Day in all sorts of cool ways right now. But this is really important because otherwise it stays out there someplace.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You got something important. Let's assume double your income, right, or something like that. How would you're going to spend money sometime today or this week. How would you do that differently? How would you feel while doing that? There's the big thing. Laurel, just talking about you. That's right.
Yeah, we did.
Up over the hill. Your ears must be burning. Your earses must be burning. Right? So,
yes.
And the other part, just nail them. Once you nail it, okay, when I nailed the state of loving teacher, okay, I teach. And I find things to teach. And if I notice I'm out of that state, I move back into it. There's the thing. If you nail a state, boom, right? You're living from it. You notice it. You notice the world differently. Joe Weldon. Boom.
And one other thing that I know you say all the time, we all say all the time, you've got 3 important big desires. Keep those little ones happening as well. Keep, all the little buns in the oven. Cool.
If you're not giving life to daily wins, it's someday. This might work, I hope, for the big things that will solve all my problems. You're either going to be problem-oriented or possibility. I explore possibilities every day. Like we might make out later, right? Jesse, that's for you. Okay, next.
Okay, next question. Virginia liked that question as well, and she put up a goodie resource as well.
Virginia.
Martina, so you might want to look at that. All right, next one's from France. France. Hello, France. How to get the smell sensation when feeling it real. Do I use any smell I can recall vividly or the one I desire? And is it relevant?
Cool. Let's play the coffee game, right? How would you experience coffee if you doubled your income and worked half the time? We'll play with that for a theme today, right? So if you doubled your income and worked half the time, how would you experience drinking your coffee? And you don't have to go, wow, I would sit in my Ames chair instead of sitting in my coffee. Yeah, that's all content. It's useful. I talk about this a lot. But how would you seriously enjoy your coffee? If you doubled your income and worked half the time, you'd be maybe sucking it down slower. Maybe it'd be just a more relaxed experience of coffee. See, there's the thing. By the way, if you know what coffee smells like and you know what cat poop smells like, you know they're different. Memory is imagination, Neville taught. So if you want to play baby powder, you all know what that smells like, or fresh cut grass, right? It's different. This is where you get to play with different, right? So if you want a baby, one of the tricks that we discovered a long time ago is just imagine, smell baby powder, right? And now they say baby powder is bad for babies, so
really?
Imagine baby shit, I guess. So,
right.
Boom, right?
That's what's wrong with us all.
And I thought it was the 44 method.
Yeah. We like that one.
That was fun. All right,
cool.
Victoria.
Okay, next question's from Anicia. Can we talk about akin to sleep? Imagine before you go to sleep, any tips to get to that point,
Cool.
to get to the state akin to sleep?
Yeah, you're getting in a state akin to sleep all the time. You're standing in line at the grocery store. Joe Weldon's in front of you paying in pennies. It's taking forever. He's a lovely guy, and he's having a great conversation with the 12-year-old girl that's behind the counter. And he's saying, like, they let you work here? Right? You're like that kind of thing. Sorry, Joe, that was the worst Joe Weldon ever. But you're back there, and you just start going... That's the state of akin to sleep. Invest it.
Yep.
Because if you're going, fudge, man, if this guy would only shut up. And then you're going, if you'd only shut up. And since words don't have power, but what you feel is, Joe just talks even slower. Or is that 20? Anyway, I have so much fun. Right? So, hey, you too. Shh. On the other side, when you're falling asleep, invest that time. Right? You're naturally getting drowsy or invest it. Imagine up something lovely. Right? Guys.
In the shower's a good time as well. Like, I find when you're doing things, or if you're washing dishes, or
you're naturally,
really
my mind's going to start to wander a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll worry about the mailman coming, right? Or you can like let the mind wander a little bit, and then imagine what would imply one of your wishes fulfilled. Boom, right? All right.
Excellent.
Do it while enjoying that coffee. You can do it while enjoying a physical coffee. Invest that moment.
Next question's from Jake. Hi, Jake.
Yo, Jake. Hey.
Can you
too.
talk a bit about playing with time? I like playing with location, the way that you feel Florida way up to the left.
Cool.
Neville's done some real goody ones on this.
I notice that most people have a very predictable way of time. Some people are really comfortable, like really taking it slow. Other people have to cram it full of something. Always got to be rushing. My suggestion is going to be actually play with time. If you're always late, show up a little early. Notice you don't have to fidget. You ever notice those people, they never allow a moment to go, like they're waiting in conversation just to fill a space up. They can't handle the space. Space is really important. If you're going to play with time, just notice the timing that you buy into and just play with that. I think you're asking a very different question, like, maybe not, I don't know. But if you play with the way you experience time and any need to fill it, any need to avoid it. I notice addicts need to keep busy, and we live in a world full of addicts. I also notice some people are addicted to, like, I need my fucking space, so I'm meditating, so everybody shut up. Right?
Yeah.
Just play.
Okay, cool. Good one, Jake.
By the way, I was doing it. I still am. And it's not that I'm changing the rate which I talk. I'm actually changing the rate at which I experience. Sneaky. Next.
Okay, next one's for Deborah. Deborah asks, can you give examples for easy manifestations and the best how-to for results to build momentum?
Cool. I love that people buy into momentum. You don't need it because you already have it. You've been feeling it real all your life. And so easy versus hard, as soon as you go there, it's like that fella in The Secret, my old buddy. And he talks about when you imagine, you will take inspired action. And I go, right, that's half right and mostly wrong. Because Neville says all that you do, all that everyone does, that comes from your imaginal act. Free will ends after that. So I imagine lovingly teaching. I don't pick what words to say. Okay, I let them show up. If I'm in a state of loving teacher, they'll show up. You get it? That's what's really cool. We want to ignore things like inspired action versus uninspired action. How do I know which one I'm doing? Okay, that's just called inspired confusion. On the other hand, what was the actual question?
Give examples of and how
easy.
to easy manifestations.
Easy versus hard, right? Imagining up a cup of coffee is easy. Well, not if you're 60 feet down scuba diving, right? But I promise you, if you imagine up a cup of coffee effectively and you're down there scuba diving, you just might see a coffee cup floating along. And it's like, oh, righty then. Don't want to drink it, but it's there, right? Don't do anything with easy hard. Okay, drop all that. You're bigger than all desires. You've been doing this all your life. Right now, the key is discover how to do it intentionally and knowingly. And make sure you get lesson 3 from easymanifestingmethods.com precisely right. Okay, I'm not going to dive into that here because we've got that little video. Those videos are all like 7 minutes each, right?
Yeah.
You get one a day for 7 days. Cool. Lesson 3, really nail that bugger. So,
Excellent.
I actually put up 3 fingers. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. Okay. Next question's for Virginia.
All right.
Virginia asks, did Neville ever mention if we carry our level of awareness or awakeness with us when we leave this present adventure for the next one?
Cool. Neville talks about Jack Butler. Okay, you can go to freeneville.com, type in the word Jack or Butler. You'll find 1 or 2 lectures where he talks about this. Where he talks about, in consciousness, he bumps into his dead secretary, Jack Butler. And he explains to Jack, you're dead. I buried you. And then, oh yeah, Jack got it, right? But so do you keep your level? You keep something. You keep your individualness, right? So whatever that means. So I just consider that. This ain't your first rodeo. People all the time, they ask, here's a question we didn't get today. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. Thanks, Jesse. Cool.
Excellent.
So this is a question we didn't get. What about the children? They're born innocent and then they get abused, or I was born 3 months early, right? 2 pounds 4 ounces, health challenges as a kid. Was I a victim to something? My mother, right? My mother, because she just couldn't carry the baby. I'm a victim to her, right? Am I a victim to like her and my dad because they would fight once in a while? Or, oh my God, all that crap. Or, you know what? This ain't my first rodeo. Okay, the reason why my childhood was the way it was, and I had a good childhood, it was perfect. It all based on prior imaginings. Okay, other lifetimes. So this ain't your first rodeo. So when I look at this, it's like whether or not you come back physically, whatever's next. I mean, what's coming up? What's in here now? That'll tell you.
Yeah.
Right? What's for lunch, by the way, Vic and Notoria?
Chicken soup.
Yeah, chicken soup. Why?
With crispy rice and onion.
Because we have imagined it.
Yeah.
Right? Boom.
Cool. Excellent. Loads of love on that one, babe. Okay, thank you, Virginia.
Hold on. Michael asks, is there anyone psychic in this chat? Cool. Michael, I'm going to nail that question. Yes, everyone. Here's my other question. Why do you want to talk to a psychic? Okay? Here's the thing. I had a lady, she told me she spent like $2,000 on psychics. Will the ex come back or not? Right? And meanwhile, like she can't come up with $12 to buy a product that will help her actually manifest love. Right? So here's the thing. And I'm not saying this because I want her money. I'm saying this because I want her to grow the fuck up. Because when I want to talk to a psychic so I know what's going to happen. I want to talk to a psychic so I understand what's going on. The only thing you need to do is notice you. That's it. Because I don't need a psychic to know I'm going to give good, valuable information today, or that we're going to make out later on. Right? Yeah, I don't need a psychic to know that we're going to have chicken for lunch. I've imagined it. Right? And when you get that you are the power, you are the operant power, you get that this whole thing, psychics, tea leaves, readings, dead uncles, like, you don't need any of that. All that is a distraction from you actually feeling it real and discovering who you are and how this works. So, there you go. Boom. Victoria.
All right. So the last question here is, what is the best way to imagine a state you're too close to? I desire sex, but I'm almost obsessively making war with the how or the who. I think the answer will help in other areas as well.
All right, so earlier one of the questions basically came down to, this is important to me, right? Neville's 7-word blessing blocker. If you peek around feelitrealfun.com, I think there's a search box there for you guys. But if you look up the 7-word blessing blocker, it's the whole thing. This is important to me. This is important. And that always makes you impotent, right? So if like making out is really impotent to me, it's really impotent, and I'm start looking for signs, she still ain't in the mood yet, I can tell. I've known her for a little while. And it's got to be her, got to be today, got to be before noon. If I got to put some deadlines on it, and then like suddenly it's like 11:59, it's like, damn it, she's not in the bed yet, right? It's going to crash. It's going to be bad, deadline bad, right?
Yeah.
We take a deep breath and relax, right? So here's the thing. It's important to you. Cool. Right? Oxygen is too. But odds are you're not...
obsessing about where you're going to get your next breath of oxygen.
Or which breath it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like I want the oxygen that just came out of Brucey's mouth. right? Gets a little weird like that. Yeah. What would imply that you've got a great sex life? Right? What would imply that you had great sex? Enter into that, right? Just let it happen, right? The cool thing
Coffee the morning after.
The morning after coffee,
Having
right?
coffee.
Boom, right? Tastes a little different. So, you get it? Here's the thing. If anytime I hear the words or get the attitude of this is important to me, that tells me you're imagining not. What if I don't? Okay, it's important to me that I get the money for the bills. Yeah, well, you're imagining not already. You get to stop that. Say anything that's important, 3 big desires, you're already imagining that you're not getting them or that they're harder because they're bigger, right? Or you can just relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Boom. Dream-driven day, one of the lessons coming up, I talk about my friend Sean. And Sean didn't have a way with the ladies, right? See, all of us as teenage boys, we thought about sex at least once a day, right? At least once a minute, right? If the wind blew, ooh, right? So it's like there was this desire, right? Sean had a different angle of approach. Sean just got, girls enjoy being around me. And they did, right? Totally different experience. So instead of like her, it's more like it really is me, right? But it's not me in a bad way. It's just girls just dig me, right? Yeah. And that's how Sean was, and they did, and they probably still do. And he gave to them. It wasn't about they dig me so I can work. It was like, yeah, they dig me. They enjoy me. Yeah, you get it? There's the thing. By the way, Bob Seger, I always go back to Bob Seger, right? Watch him on stage. You think Bob's having a blast? Boom, boom, boom. That's still the same as my favorite teaching video for him, right? Boom, boom, boom. He's just jamming, man. And the whole crowd, he is the whole crowd. Who doesn't join in with that, right? Bang, bang, bang. There's the thing. So, and it's not important to Bob that, like, they sing along, right?
No.
Right? Yeah. He's just up there. You can't help but join in. Bang.
Yeah.
So, ready, Victoria?
Yeah, so thank you for all your questions today.
Thanks for playing, guys. Like, seriously?
It's
I mean, like when we don't have questions and it's your question answered live, we got to make them up, right? Right.
John said.
Bruce asked. Emmett asked. All right. Hey, we got a question.
Oh, cool.
So this is from Love. Sylvia, what book would you recommend to read if I'm just starting with Neville's teachings? Cool. NevilleGoddardPDF.com. That's one of our websites. We've got most of Neville's actual books there. There are a lot of people now authoring books saying that there's Neville's books and they're not. Right?
Yeah.
Like when I do something and then like I take Neville's work, I'll have Neville's name and my name on there, letting you know this is an extrapolation, right? But just go to Neville Goddard PDF, peek around there, and if one of them grabs your attention, go for it. There's the big thing, because like if I say start with this one, start with that one, that's really not fair. I don't know where you are, right, or what your thing is. Anya said Neville's wife went to a psychic. She did, right? Cool, interesting little story, but yeah.
There was a question up there, something about dates. Are you able to?
No, I'm not going to play that game.
Sorry, we can't.
Yeah, if they go too fast, boom.
Yeah.
So, yeah. By the way, drop all the psychic stuff. Seriously, you notice Neville didn't say, and the psychic said you will marry Neville, and that confirmed it and made it happen. Okay, Neville says, yeah, she went to a psychic, and the psychic was almost getting my name right, saying you're married. His name's Neva something, right? Yay. But the thing is, why are you going? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your money going to see a psychic? There's only one reason why, and it's called doubt. And if you just do it for fun with friends, I mean, I had a friend go see a psychic, and the psychic said, and she did it just for fun, but the psychic said, you're going to have horrible relationships and your marriage is just going to crash and be hellish. And she bought it.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah.
Right? She just went for fun. But she actually bought it while she was there because she bought into the convincedness of the psychic, right? Probably Greg Price actually shares a story about that with one of the people Neville taught, right? But it's a fascinating thing. Just drop all that, right? If you want to know your future, there's only one way to tell what it's going to be. By the way, I didn't need a psychic to know we were going to have a show at 9, right? I imagined it. And when I told Victoria, yep, chop, chop, we got to get back in time, she goes, get back in time. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah, it's that show day.
Yeah.
Right? Boom, that's the thing, right? Skip the distraction, skip the silly, right? Just so on. So, let's do it again. Ready, Jen, boom, wow,
Yep.
that's right.
All right.
Angela,
So
Teresa, Emma.
that's probably all. That's all we've got time for today. If there's other, I'm sure there's other questions in there. We'll probably ask you to post them up for next week. But yes, Brucey misses you too, Joe. What we want to know right now is what did you learn? What you learn about you, and what was your best bit?
Yep, type it in, guys. Typey.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, we always appreciate feedback. It's nice, like it helps. Right? It's fun.
Meanwhile, go to freeneville.com. Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
It's that 90-day adventure, guys, 90 days of experiences, because you can ask endless questions and get endless answers, right? We live, if answers and information were the solution, because of all the answers and information on the internet, everyone would be rich, right? Think it through. On the other hand, experiences change things, right? Experiences change things, right?
Cool.
That's what Manifesting Mastery Course is all about.
Course.com.
Right.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness. Everyone said it shall prevail.
Thank you so much, everyone, for all your questions. They were ace.
That was awesome, guys.
Jennifer's
So
done
tomorrow's a
her best
money
bit.
show. Money.
Yeah.
It'll be in 25 hours from now. Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. And for you guys in Dream Driven Day, you got a goodie coming up later and a call this weekend. So
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
gonna be good fun. All right.
Have a great day, night. Catch you tomorrow.
Love you. See ya. FreeNeville.
Come.
Look at her. She is gorgeous. So